What's up guys, Mitch Mortar here. In today's video, we're going to be going over some of the stuff that we potentially missed in the Pokemon Presents, stuff that they kind of glossed over or just like didn't talk about at all, stuff like Alpha Pokemon returning, or like the point system in Pokemon Champions. Alright, let's get it, let's go. Alright, so we're mainly going to be talking about, let me full screen this, Champions and Legends EA. So let's do Champions first, because I feel like there's like a ton of hype around Champions, for a good reason, obviously. Mostly, like, yeah, yeah. Nothing crazy here. We obviously just like have like more Pokemon. Okay, so something I do want to point out here is like you see Gardevoir's HP. I don't know if you can see my cursor. Gardevoir's HP says 175 out of 175, and then Hydreigon has 100%. So now you can see like how much percent health like the enemy Pokemon has. So that's pretty cool. Let's continue. That's a change.
Join the action by linking with Pokemon Home, or you can find new partners to battle alongside you right away from within Pokemon.
We're gonna get more in depth with like the recruiting and stuff. So recruiting.
You can recruit Pokemon to your team to battle alongside you. It's up to you which Pokemon to choose. Recruit Pokemon you're interested.
Okay, so you have your trial recruitment. They don't really go into depth with this like at all. You have like your trial recruitment, and then you also have like your permanent recruitment. So also right here you see we have like this purple circle with like the V logo. That's seems to be like the Pokemon Champions like currency VP. I'm assuming that means like victory points. I don't know. They really love using the word victory. So yeah, so I'm assuming that is victory points. And yeah, this is like the currency used for this. So trial recruitment costs 0 VP, and you get this Pokemon for 7 days. So I'm assuming that like for the trial recruitment, that's going to be for like bot matches or like private matches and stuff like that. Kind of like in Pokemon Unite, you have like your temporary like licenses. You can like use a Pokemon for free in like the standard or like the quick match format, but you can't use it in like ranked. So that's what I'm thinking like the trial recruitment is. They don't really go into depth with this at all. And then you have like your permanent recruitment too. So you can, I guess, permanently purchase. You could permanently buy Gardevoir. That's cool. We're buying people. We're buying Pokemon now. That sounds like some Team Rocket stuff. Battling doesn't seem crazy different. But I do want to like point out here though, like when we're like changing like the slides, that the backgrounds change. So like the background here, we have like this stadium, like the flames. It's pretty cool. Then we have like this like more like dojo style looking stadium. So yeah, as like anticipated, I feel like a lot of us like kind of anticipated this, but you're going to be able to like play the game in like different stadiums, different arenas, which is cool. Again, I'm assuming that's going to go back to like VP, like you're going to need this currency in order to purchase like arenas and stuff. Also, I think this is cool right here. Hold on, sorry. Alright, it said it's extremely effective. So Hydreigon is Dragon and Dark, so it's ×4 weak to Fairy. So Moonblast is ×4 effective against Hydreigon, and instead of saying it's super effective, it says it's extremely effective, which I think is awesome. So I wonder, I don't know if we like actually saw like the move selection or not. We do. Okay, yeah, I didn't even notice this part, but yeah, it says extremely effective. Yeah, so that's going to be like your ×4 effective move. So that's pretty cool. That's a pretty cool change. And we'll watch Hydreigon's HP just dip.
Take on thrilling matches in single battles and double battles.
Wait, what did that say? Oh, mostly ineffective. So that must be like 0.25 or like if it's like double resisted. Mostly ineffective. Interesting. Very interesting. All right, training. This is the big thing. This is the big thing that everybody's talking about is the training. So like this is like a huge deal because like this is something that like Pokemon's never done before is like let you change the stats with like the moving of a bar. Pokemon Showdown has done this. So now we're finally getting like an official like Pokemon game that lets you kind of like move stats with the bar. However, this seems like a little confusing. Like, to me, it's weird because, like, when I see this, I'm thinking, like, EVs, right? I'm thinking EVs, I'm thinking IVs. So, up here in the corner is stat points, 66 out of 66. So we have 66 stat points to distribute. If you don't know about EVs, or effort values, pretty much they're just, like, stat boosts to stats. So, like, if I have a Pokemon that, like, beats, like, a Rookity, that Rookity yields 1 HP EV. So, anytime I beat, like, a Rookity or, like, anything that yields an HP EV, those EVs will go towards my HP stat. It takes 4 EVs to increase a stat by 1 point. So, if I took my Gardevoir here, 143, then I got 4 EVs for HP, it would go from 143 HP to 144. Each stat can have a max of 252 EVs for like a total of like that's 63 stat point increases. It's kind of confusing. And one Pokemon can have a max of 512, I think. 512, it's either 508 or 512 EVs total. Yeah, the system is odd because like you only have 66 stat points to distribute, which obviously like 66 is like way lower than 512, and only 32 points can go into a stat like increase. Like only 32 points can go into a stat, which is obviously way lower than 252. So even if we multiplied 66 by 4, thinking that one stat point is the equivalent of like 4 EVs to increase the stat by 1, we get 264, which even then, like, that number is lower than 500, whatever, but also greater than the max one stat can have. Then maybe I'm thinking, okay, maybe it's IVs, like individual values. Individual values can range from 0 to 31. So these go from 0 to 32. So yeah, this is very like confusing for me. I mean, I'm probably looking way too hard like into it, but it seems to me that this could be just some sort of like new stat system in Pokemon Champions. Like, I don't think this is going to be like, I think it's meant to be like an EV spread kind of thing, but kind of just like more accessible and like not as time consuming as EV and IV training in the mainline games. But this also like leaves me a few questions, like if we bring another Pokemon into Champions and then we train it like with this system and then we put it into like its original game, is it going to keep like those stat changes? Or like, are these stat changes only exclusive to Champions? Or what if I like take a Pokemon that's already EV trained, like a Pokemon that has like max EVs in HP? Are we going to be able to still increase that HP stat with this method? That's crazy. If that's the case. So yeah, another thing that they didn't really talk about that glossed over here is like you are able to you can like use your VP to change your abilities and your natures.
Easily enjoy Pokemon battle.
And then yeah, it's kind of like doing like a shop thing.
Bringing Pokemon battles to everyone.
All right, yeah. So VP is going to be like your best friend here. I'm assuming that VP, like I said, is going to be like the currency. You're going to be using VP. I'm assuming you earned VP just by battling. That'd be my guess. There's probably going to be like other ways to do it as well, like challenges, like use only this type of Pokemon or do this much damage in one turn, you know, stuff like that. Then you'll earn more victory points. I'm assuming that's what VP stands for. So you're going to be using that to train your Pokemon, recruit Pokemon, purchase new arenas, and probably music as well. That's like a big thing with like Pokemon battles is like your ability to change the music. So I'm assuming that you're going to be able to use VP to like have like a selection of music for battling too. Overall, like I think the system works great. I will this put Pokemon Showdown out of business? Maybe. Who knows? I think we've been waiting for something like this for a long time, you know, an official like Pokemon game where you can just like take everything you love about Pokemon battling and gosh, and kind of just battle. So that's cool. Really excited for this. We don't know if it's going to be like a free app or not. I think if damn, there's something in my eye. I think if it is free, then this will definitely like I think it'll definitely put Showdown like out. All right, moving on to Legends ZA. Whoa, Omega! What the hell? All right, that's it. That's the first thing. This is something they don't talk about at all in the presents. Look at this guy. Alpha Pokemon are back, baby. Look, red eyes, baby. Also, look at the size of this guy. I'm pretty sure they did this on purpose. He's like the same size as this car. That's crazy. Alpha Pokemon are back. Let's go. It's pretty exciting. Yeah. Look at AZ. He's just like, you damn kids. Get out of my hotel. First off, I want to say, Noibat just like flew across. We're gonna touch on that later. You probably know where I'm going with this already. But real quick, one of the first things that I've noticed about this game, what I want to point out is like one of the first things I noticed is like during pretty much like most of this, you know, trailer, 95% of the Pokemon that you see are Pokemon that get Mega forms. Like Pidgeot gets a Mega, Alakazam gets a Mega, Abomasnow gets a Mega, not Resurrected, R.I.P. Mawile gets a Mega, Sableye gets a Mega, Camerupt gets a Mega, gets a Mega. I guess those are the only two here to get Megas. Gets a Mega. So like, is this coincidence? Are we gonna see a Chandelure get a Mega? We're gonna see a Mega Gumi. I didn't look at any of like the leaks or anything. I tend not to do that these days. So, or like a Mega. Where was it? Mega Slurpuff. Mega Roserade finally. Mega Talonflame. Mega Crocodile would be so sick. Mega Noibat, baby.
Pokemon Legends.
Sorry, Mega Noivern.
During the day, you can explore the city and find lots of Pokemon to add to your party.
Okay. Here's something crazy. Where were we? Right here.
During the day, you can explore the city and find lots of Pokemon to add.
All right, we're in a battle with Mawile, right? Also, we got like the little like sneaky eye, like you've been spotted thing. We're in a battle with Mawile, right? HP drops to 0. Mawile's like, huh? We take a ball? Bonk. Dude, it's been 30 years! But we can finally catch a Pokemon after it loses its HP! Let's go! Okay, so another thing that I'm surprised, for real, like, I'm surprised that they didn't, like, expand on the ZA Royale thing, but, like, there's, like, a mechanic to it, obviously, and they just, like, didn't talk about it, like, at all. So I am working on a video right now. It's everything we know about Legends ZA. Whenever it's done, I'm gonna have it in like the top right corner of this video. But I do take a more in-depth look into like the ZA Royale and how it actually works. And this is like confirmed information of how like the ZA Royale, how it works, how to rank up, stuff like that. But yeah, they didn't talk about it like at all, at all in this at all. Oh my god, scary anime villain looking guy. Wait. Hold on, dude. Look at this. I'm just now seeing this. He battles using Arbok.
One of those trainers.
Right? I'm assuming that's like his ace.
Rust Syndicate, an organization operating in Lumio.
Right there on his chest, dude. That's a Mega Stone, bro. Mega Arbok confirmed? Come on. Mega Arbok confirmed? Let's go.
Seems like he has some kind of business with the Nebulite.
Has a Mega.
All kinds of encounters await you in Lumio City. Emma, the best detective in Lumios, will ask you to help with her detective work. You can find people
Alpha,
around the city
Watchog.
to hand and solve their problems.
Alright, so it seems to me like Emma is gonna be like our kind of like side quest NPC. Yeah. That's what it looks like.
Mabel is the acting director of the Pokemon Research Lab. By catching
That's another thing right there. Bam. Backstrike.
Pokemon
Backstrike is back.
aid her research.
It's pretty cool.
In return,
Bonk.
you can receive useful items for your adventures in this game.
Alright, so this is something that I also wanted to point out. So, like the narrator said, like, you could exchange your whatever for items. So, it looks like we have, like, a ranking. This game seems to be, like, really rank heavy. This is, like, a ranking system with NPCs. So, we have, like, a request, and then you, like, get points by doing these quests. And you level up, and it seems like the, you know, more you level up, the better the rewards get. Mabel is like in the background of this, so I'm led to believe that like we're gonna have like multiple NPCs that are like this. So you have multiple NPCs that will give you like a variety of rewards for doing the requests. This seems like this game is gonna be very rank heavy, very quest heavy, very battle heavy as well. Oh, sounds good.
These so-called rogue mega-evolved Pokemon can't contain their own strength. And
I think this is cool. This looks like, well, first of all, it has like a boss battle bar, which is dope. And also looks like you're inside of like a, like space-time distortion. But also, it's like multi-battle kind of thing. Like you have like your Team MZ allies are helping you with this, which is cool.
to take them on, you'll need to fight Mega Evolution with Mega Evolution.
But she says you have to fight Mega Evolution with Mega Evolution. I'm probably looking too much into it, but like, does this mean that you have to have like a Mega Evolved Pokemon in order to do these? In order to do these like rogue Mega battles? Does that mean Crocodile's getting a Mega? Also, this like gives me like
Mega Evolution with Mega Evolution.
multiplayer like raid vibes,
Definition of dangerous.
which is cool. So whenever I pre-ordered ZA, whenever I was going to pre-order ZA, I went to like pre-order it via like Walmart, and I don't know if it was like a placeholder, but it said like online players 1 to 4. I don't know if that's true or not. So maybe we could see like a kind of like raid mechanic in this game. That would be pretty sick. Also, another thing is, I'm gonna probably have to zoom in on this, but you have like this little gauge here in the bottom right corner that tells you, presumably, you have like a mega meter kind of thing that tells you how charged your Mega Stone is. All right, they don't show it here, but like that meter, once you Mega Evolve, starts going down. So this is gonna be like Mega Evolution is going to be like a timed thing, kind of reminiscent of like, in my mind, like the overdrives in Kingdom Hearts 2, whenever you like get like the 2 Keyblades and then like your gauge like goes woo, yeah, woo. So reminiscent of that.
Want an ally from Team MC at your side, plus strong bonds with your Pokemon.
So that, yeah, that's another thing I wanted to point out is like they've been really heavy in, you know, you need a Mega Stone and a strong bond with your Pokemon. So this, either it's just like really weird wording that they're like choosing to use, or like, you're going to need to have some sort of relationship with your Pokemon before you can Mega Evolve it. Which, I mean, essentially, like, that's fine. You know, like, are you gonna have to like build up like are you gonna have to build up your friendliness with this Pokemon in order to Mega Evolve it? I think that's cool. I think that kind of like balances out like the, you know, power of Mega Pokemon. Zygarde Booty Hole! Like I said before, I'm working on a video that is going to be more like in depth with like the story, the characters, the gameplay of Pokemon Legends ZA. Once that's done, I'll have it in like the upper right hand corner of this video. Other than that, like, that's been like our kind of like deep dive of like the champions in Legends ZA. Let me know in the comments what you're most excited for. Are you excited for champions? Are you excited for Legends ZA? What part are you most excited for? Are you most excited for like the you know, brand new real-time like battle system? Are you excited for, you know, new megas? Are you excited for like the EV stat bar in champions? Let me know in the comments. See you in the next video. Peace.